information here, guys, we have is going to go ahead and be throwing style animations in MUT 23. So yes, we already broke it down many times on this channel when it comes to Madden throwing styles in Madden 22 and Madden 21. And of course, we have different throwing styles. We had generic 1, generic 2, generic 3, traditional 1, traditional 2, traditional 3, traditional 4, traditional 5. We also had slinger 1, slinger 2, slinger 3, slinger 4. Now, the only person, of course, who had slinger 1 was Aaron Rodgers and Brett Favre. And I'm going to go ahead and actually skip forward in this video I have here. It's a video on my channel if you guys want to check it out. But these were all the different quarterbacks who had those certain throwing style animations. So Slinger 1 was Aaron Rodgers. Slinger 3 was Kirk Cousins, Tannehill, Deshaun Watson, Russell Wilson, Jameis Winston, Derek Carr, Cam Newton, Sam Darnold, Jared Goff. We had Ryan Fitzmagic, Matt Ryan, Danny Dimes, Trey Lance, Jalen Hurts, Tua, Dak, Wentz, Kyler, Teddy Bridgewater, Josh Allen, Justin Fields, and Vince Young, and then Tom Brady, Jimmy G, and Baker at Slinger 2. No one had traditional 3, and this changes every single year. Some years, traditional 3 will be on certain players. Other years, it'll be someone completely different. Like, they'll change their different throwing style animations. Slinger 3 was Mahomes, and I think that was, I believe, Johnny Unitas, Stafford. Slinger 4 was Lamar. Traditional 5 was Mac Jones and Herbert. Now, according to this chart, it's actually how fast they are throwing the ball. So, for example, if I go ahead and look at this chart again, you guys can see the fastest. Let me go ahead and move this over again. So the fastest times, Slinger 1 was always humanly the fastest time possible. So Slinger 1, from the time you hike the ball and get the ball out of your hands to the throwing style animation, it was 0.873. Now, if you compare that to the slowest time, which was traditional 5 at 1.284, you can see the difference. Now, of course, you might say that's like 0.4 of a second of a difference. Well, when you have someone coming at you and they just got the animation, you know, and you already know Madden, even close to somebody, sometimes you can trigger an animation. It's nice to have that ball out there, that 0.4 second faster, right? So, again, kind of interesting. Well, Madden 23 takes that and it adds on to that. So, there's going to be 6 total more throwing style animations in Madden 23 than Madden 22. So as you guys can see right here, we of course do have, you know, bam, all the throwing style animations for Madden 22 and now 23. Now, as you guys can see up here, it does say Josh Allen was, generic 3, which is 12. Traditional 1 is 13. Traditional 5 is 14. Kyler Murray is generic 3, which is of course 16. Stafford 17, and Willis is 18. So again, we don't know what Willis ends up being, but as you guys can see on this list here, we go ahead and take a look at it. We do of course have the different throwing styles depending on the numbers, depending on, you know, who they are. So for example, it looks like, so 2 would be, let me see. Okay, so I see what it's saying. So it's saying that okay, so they have new throwing style animations completely then. Traditional 1 is 13. Okay, so the index is completely changed. So because there's different, okay, because there's different throwing style animations. That's actually interesting. So again, like I said, so like Willis, for example, has completely different throwing style animation than Stafford. It looks like Kyler. All these guys have their own separate throwing style animation. So Jordan Love and Aaron Rodgers both have 8, which would be Slinger 1. So they... Oh, that's interesting. If they actually gave... If they give Rodgers Slinger 1, that would be interesting. Wow. Jordan Love then would have the best throwing style animation in the game. You guys do not know, I've said this earlier in this video, but Slinger 1 is dedicated to 2 quarterbacks only, Brett Favre and Aaron Rodgers. If Jordan Love has it, which he doesn't have it this year, that would be interesting. But anyway, though, okay, I see. So it's saying 13. Yeah, so actually, never mind. Forget what I said there. Okay, anyway, though, so you guys can see we do, of course, have anywhere from Davis Mills all the way up here until Russell Wilson all have number 2, which, again, like I said, it's kind of confusing. I'm going to guess number 2 would be generic 3, but it says over here generic 3 was 12. I guess it's just saying for those quarterbacks, those are the ones they have. But anyway, so they have generic 2. And of course, we have number 6 here. 2. Those is backup quarterback. Mac Jones has number 7. We have Aaron Rodgers and Jordan Love at number 8. We have Baker Mayfield, who has his own, Patrick Mahomes, and then so on and so on. So it looks like, again, like always, looks like I have in this video over here, certain quarterbacks will be grouped together. So, of course, like, for example, we had a crap ton that had generic 3. Well, we had 1 that had Aaron Rodgers slinger 1. We had 2 that had traditional 1. So, same concept applies. It's just there's 6 different throwing style animations outside of that. So, like, for example, let me go ahead and go back to this one. So, for example, these top 6 quarterbacks, it looks like, have different throwing style animations. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, so 6, because these 2 have the same throwing style animation. So, again, interesting. I don't know how I feel. I don't know how I feel about that. I mean, I like it because it's new.